All right, folks. Project is over. I feel so bad because this family is gonna miss me here. I'm gone. I think I'm finally gone now this time. So far, so good. Oh, Stevie, don't make me cry.
No.
Oh, well, I know it's hard. Sometimes when you do projects for people, you guys tend to bond together in a way that is unbelievable. That's where the emotions start. But I'm not gonna cry this time, because there are no napkins here to wipe my eyes. Well, it's good because I'm not on the camera, because it would have been a disaster, folks. But look what we did here. Before I stop, let me stop crying. Because we have the trimetric in, and we are doing pretty good. And look at all this insulation. Look at that. I want to take you guys for a tour and see everything detailed, nice. I'm not gonna say a professional, but you rate me and rate Stevie, because he's the one that pulls the plug, not me. Oh, look at those peepees showing off now so that they can shine on the camera. All right, folks, this is exciting. This is interesting. This is adventure, and this is I don't know how you call it, because it takes some caliber to do stuff like this. Some people think it costs like millions of dollars, thousands and thousands and tens of thousands. It's just you yourself and your general's home. When you guys get it figured out, yeah, you guys can do it. So this is what Stevie has done and the wife. We talked about it for just almost approximately a month, and they pulled the plug. They say, we're gonna do this, and I'm happy for them. Today we started before with these guys right here. 6 batteries, 3 at the front, 3 on the back. So it's a 3 string, sorry, 24 volts. 2 batteries wired in series, positive to negative, same as here, and the back ones as well, and parallel them to increase the amperage on each of these 2 strings back there. Okay, 1 string here, a string, and they parallel down here in the bus bars underneath. Now you can't see them anymore. It's over there. All right, and that's what we did. The disconnect down there. I know some of you guys will say, well, it should be up here, but that's what they wanted, and it's not like you can have any Jack and Jill guy or whatever coming in here trying to do some crazy stuff, shut down the power on their behalf. You have to know the house, you have to know the layout before you can do anything. So we hide all those kind of stuff so they can be a little bit neat. So decided to bring 2 more of these guys here to add 4 strings. So it'd be 2 strings of 4, oh no, 4 strings of 2s. I'm sorry. So 2 there, 2 here, 2 here, and there. So they all combine together on those bus bars down there to increase the amps. When we started, was 450 amp hours. And there's 2 more down there. There's 2 155s and connected in series, plus 450. That gives you 605 amp hours of run time. So if anything have to happen with these guys, or power outage, something happened, which we are not praying for, these guys will power their house approximately 24 or 48 hours, because they just have to prioritize. That's the word. Improvise and prioritize. Take some of the unnecessary things that uses power. They can route all their food. They can route all the other things, frozen stuff, into that guy over there, the freezer, which only takes 108 watt at 1 point something amps. Remember, we have 605 amp hours. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power to keep this home. They can microwave. As long as if the disaster happen, they still have the sun. If the sun comes out, they're still going to be fine. The sun doesn't come out, they're still going to be good. Because these things, these bad boys here can handle anything, weird weather and all that stuff. And they can still bring some power in here, approximately 400 to 500 watts in the cloudy days. And these are the total array we have here. These are the Kyocera's, top of the line, right here, 830. And there's another ones here, another bad boys, which the secret is not disclosed. What are they? But I know, Stevie know, because we don't want to talk about it. Maybe someday we can incorporate some of those back in here to fill up that thing. So we don't want to talk about the other two over there. Those are just two panels. And because of that, if a crisis or whatever, kids and family was going on, Stevie decided to go back with this guy, the Trimetric Bogart Engineering, which is the TM2030A. Awesome, very intelligent, smart machine right there.
It's a good way to back up the pips, because look, we're getting a reading of 27.1 for our state of charge.
That's right.
And what do we have on this? 27.1. It's on there. And it's the same on array too. So the system has a check and balance system.
So there's supposed to be a main guy who can, like a watchdog for this entire system. And you know who is the guy, folks? The Bogart right here. He's a super dog, watchdog. Knows everything, what comes in, what goes out, what how many watts you pull in, how many amps you pull in, what's the voltage, what the equalization, you know, all the stuff. If you have flooded acid batteries, these guys, he knows. He can set it up and do whatever it's supposed to do. And these are the breakers right here for midnight solar, 150 volt DC at 30 amps each, which this system we've seen on array number 1 right there has already brought over 20 something amps, right, Stevie?
That's right.
We saw about 20 something amps. So as this ones too, 19, 17, all these things, bringing all that kind of stuff. So if today is the last day of this install and everything is done, we just want to give God praise and thanks for making this thing possible. I know some people don't want to hear about God, but anyway, because the guy I'm working with here, he knows God, and I know God. Everybody knows God. But you have your own right, your choice you're making to serve one or not to. But we choose to. That's why I'm here, because this family, they're good people, and they are God-fearing people. They like people. So I'm here as a person to help this family and makes it possible for them. Now, no more worries. You know what? This guy right here, I don't think he's going to make noise anymore anytime when there is a crisis. But we still want it. We're not going to throw it. This guy here is 120 volt. It runs on a propane.
Correct.
It runs on a propane to heat this place. So don't worry about the batteries get like, oh, it's gonna freeze, oh, in the garage. Yeah, they have a heater right here. Don't worry about it. Because the fan is propelled by 120 volt, which this system right here can handle. When we doing all these things, the preparations are all do the calculation. I lost a lot of sleep telling Stevie I'm not sleeping, then he was worried. But I want to make sure all my calculations are right. All these lights, they're coming from that solar. All these garage door opener operate on solar in case there's a crisis and they are not in. But they have the remote. The guy right here, they can open the garage. They can come in here. They can be trapped. They can still remove their vehicles. They can sit out here. And this garage door takes about 700 and some watts just to open that door. And I'm gonna show you, like I said, today's the bye-bye program. All the wires nice and lined up. All about safety. All about safety. Disconnects right here. Sorry for the low light, but that's where, if we want to charge the batteries, because those systems, those PEEP 2424 LV MSD, which is 120 volt 60 hertz US version, that's not the European, this is the US. Right there, flip the switch, get them all ready. Array 1, array 2, and you know, they can stay on like this constantly. They monitor the system. If they charge, they just charging when they need power, when the power is low, below the threshold. And all the way here down to the basement, to the breaker box. I wish I can take you guys there, but I don't want to go through that place again and just show you guys everything what we did. And we took some of the breakers out. This entire garage, look at those slicing plates. That's him. And all the fridge, the freezer. Don't throw the generator away. We need our time of crisis. We can use it to start up the generator and charge the batteries. Right there. And the general. That comes the fire extinguisher. Safety.
Safety is also important than the family. So we will be installing the fire extinguisher close by just in case something does happen. Very important to get a fire extinguisher that covers for electrical usage. So I got this one at Menards that will cover
one of our local stores, just like our Home Depot, Lowe's.
Correct. That will cover the A, B, and C.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
See, she's not messing around. They're ready. This family
ready.
is ready for
Safety,
the transition.
safety.
And right there, it's happening right here.
That is correct.
Wanamingo. And it's Minnesota. Stevie,
Yeah.
why didn't you just go close to your wife there and you can just share some message? Because I know you're too tall, but you gotta kneel down.
I'm
Yeah.
too stiff from you working me all these.
Oh well. Well, it's not gonna happen anymore. I know you're gonna be harassing me now once in a while with all these wonderful questions.
Yeah, we're real happy. We're happy with our install. Anybody out there, I highly recommend JWUSA Solar. Because when this project started, I didn't know anything, hardly anything about solar power. But now I learned how it comes in DC, gets transferred to AC, and the batteries, the converters. There's just so much. And, you know, it could have been sit back and have somebody do it for you. But with John, we got involved, and I worked side by side with him day after day after day after day, and you ask questions, you learn. And I'm no major on the subject of solar power, but I know a lot more than, say, the average person does. Yeah. So, I don't know, just highly recommend it. Give it a thumbs up. Follow John on his solar channel. We love you, man.
All right, thank you, guys. Well, I'm really happy. Like I said, there's no napkins around here in the garage and thank God I'm not going to be on the camera because people are going to see I'm emotional right now. Oh boy. Oh, okay. She's crying for me now. That's good. Feels better. But anyway, this is everything here runs on solar. Everything. If you want Stevie to demonstrate with the garage door, I don't know if you get it lashed up here. We can try it and see how it goes.
Well,
all right, folks, because just want to show you guys that how these solar operate. and all these lights, 2 lights back there, we turn off the opener lights off because they don't stay on. So now they're going, and let's check the watt.
There it was, 727.
There you go. You can try it again. Guys, you just saw that. It's all done by solar. Just a push of a button right there, and Stevie will go off. Yeah. So they don't have to worry about anything anymore. The house. What do you say again? The entire solar team runs again?
How much of the house?
Yeah.
Real close to 80% of our house.
It's covered.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So how we get all that thing set up? Because you have to remind me again. Which one is the which and which is responsible for that?
Well, it's the solar array number 1. It operates our garage, our room behind the garage, and then our laundry room as well.
And with the family room, right? Your living
That's
room.
part of the room behind us, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Solar array 2. Shannon?
Kitchen.
Yep, runs the kitchen.
That's hers over there. And earlier we were doing some stuff here, trying to finish up. She's trying to steal some power from us.
Yeah.
We know that. Then Stevie said, "What was that?"
Yeah, we saw the load go to like from
1.7.
Yeah, all the way up to 1.7, and it was like, what's sucking all this power? And
1.7
I had the
kilowatts.
microwave on.
Oh.
Yeah, we caught her. So.
And that was pulling almost like 60 amps. You know, and the solar was compensating, but that time we are not making that much power anymore. We almost get done for the day. And, well, I think we were bringing about 11 amps, if I can remember. And they were taking 60 amps. So if the solar wasn't there, that would be 70 amps coming out from the batteries. So with all the loads now from the kitchen, other things, the refrigerator, everything running at that time. But this entire garage here,
That
all
means
heavy
our
duty.
freezer, our little fridge in here, our furnace, the lights, the garage door. Once in a while, we'll even plug in our toaster oven or pizza oven.
pizza oven, and the microwave, the toaster and the microwave in the living room. You can plug in coffee. You know, we just break the house into little compartments. I'm a partial electricity, and this because we don't want to go completely on the batteries, because something happened to the system, the entire house not gonna have power.
Right.
So that's what happened earlier when we were trying to install here. We turned the peeps off and everything. The power went down. Garage is not working. My phone was charging. It wasn't working. And he has to run extension cord for the refrigerator in the kitchen, right, Stevie?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just ran it into a separate room that's on the grid, and you know, we kept our stuff cold.
That's how you do
See?
things. You
Yeah.
make sure you don't take the house completely, because if the power thing, you have to go back and reroute things back. It depends how you wired it, but this is the way we wired it, and this is Stevie really happy because most of the load, 80% of the house, is on the solar. So at least he's putting the batteries to work, and he's trying to get his investment all being stacked up into this device right there. Those guys gonna do the job because they pay money for them. You gotta put them to work, right?
That's
right.
correct.
All right, folks, then this is how we're gonna be wrapping up the video, and I know these guys are really happy. Well, I think I'm not gonna have any questions again from Stevie, but did I just say that? Oh, no. He said he's not done with me. He said I'm stuck with him. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for following us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the support, and thank you for all your questions, and thank you for all your suggestions. Thank you for being subscribers and thumbs up. The ones who are not a subscriber yet, they're watching our videos. I know they're trying to see how things go here before they're going to be committed into the system. But so far, so good. I know you guys are all awesome. And thanks, and God bless. Have a wonderful evening. We are not producing any power anymore. It's down. Okay? The solars are sitting down. waiting for tomorrow, and they're gonna be shining. I think they're all cleaned up right now, Stevie. Look at this guy. He's trying to shut down the power completely to save power. Boy, he learned so quick.
We started 11 hours ago today. I'm turning in the tape measure.
All right, bye for now. Bye.